Uh, Welcome back to my channel. My name is Derrick-sama, and I want to ask, how are you doing? I hope your day is going well, and I hope you're prioritizing yourself. Where you can follow me is on Instagram, Lockhead Avatar 2002. No, not 2002, 2022. Um, and then today's okay. Now we get at today's video. Today's idea and video or topic is learning how to elevate your energy in your internal world to attract the things you want in life. So, one thing I came to realize pretty quickly when I started to take my spiritual journey serious is that the things that I felt, the things that I was hurt by, the things that um, um, I desire, the things that I um, was insecure about, happy, sad, all of it played a big role in how I perceive myself, but also the things that I wanted attracting to me. If that makes sense. I hope that making sense. And when I mean internal world, I mean your own inner feelings, thoughts, belief systems, and stuff. So one thing helped me realize that your internal world dictates dictates. Oh my fucking god, that sounds crazy. I'm gonna say control. It plays a big role in um, controls majority of what you are going to be attracting in life. So, one thing I tell people, if you want to become the better version of yourself, is to really take accountability and really start and reflect on the things that you hold in internally to yourself, and the things that you um your belief systems, and then your feelings towards um people, places, and things. So one thing I like, for example, one thing I could say was um, me not being scared to be myself. I'll just use that as an example, right? Um, One thing I did notice when I wasn't focusing on being myself and just focusing on conforming, I was also attracting people who was also conforming and not being themselves. And I think we don't really take the time to realize how just even thinking like that can also hold you back, because those people may not even know what's best for you, or or those people that you may think that are for you are not for you, be just because of what up you internally have internally tell yourself that um is you when it's really not. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say is that whatever you uphold in your heart, on your mind, and your feelings towards is what you're going to attract. So if you want to become the person that you want in life, you have to put effort into thinking about it, feeling that way, thinking that way, and changing it. Because if not, you're going to be attracting people who may not wish the best for you, who may not see life the same as you, and that's okay. That's fine. But I don't. I think, how am I trying to word this? I'm trying to word this in the best ways possible. Look at it like this: like your internal world, like when I mean internal, like your what you feel in your heart, or like what's on your mind. Think about it as a magnetic to the physical world, if that makes sense. So whatever you want, and or desire, or you're trying to accomplish being the better version of yourself, look at the physical world as a um, canvas to your internal world, if that makes sense. So like, if you wanting to be around people who are more passionate about um, upgrading their life and really taking their spiritual journey serious, you need to go in spaces that welcome that. You need to be around uh, um, You need to be around um, environments that are open you up to that, you know. And if you don't have that, create it for yourself. Like that's one of the things I talked about in my other video, is being in 2025, is that this year is a prime example where stop. This year is a prime example of really tapping into your creative side, because nothing in the society, well, it's collapsing itself, but nothing is really guaranteed. If that makes sense, I'm pretty sure nothing, you know. But I'm saying it in a sense like now is the time to really take ownership of your creative side, um, your imagination. You know, your you manifesting whatever you want. To hey, stop. Hey, stop. Ooh, it's a cat, bro. The cat, he bothering me every time I record. He want to be bothering me. Okay, but um this is the time to really like put effort and energy into it, because the way people are moving, it seems like people are losing hope in themselves. And when I mean self, like their spiritual self. Like a lot of people are losing hope, and they're in their own selves. So this is the time where I tell people, your internal world, whatever you feel, whatever you believe, whatever you want, you need to be very cautious and very aware. Like, what are you giving your attention to? What are you spending your time into? Who are you talking to? Who are you surrounding yourself to? Because it's gonna play a big role in how are you going to be moving in life, and how you see life, and how you perceive um, not only yourself but others. So um, one of those things I say is one, especially when it comes to elevating your energy, is letting yourself process all of your emotions: happy, sad, anger, frustration, um, confusion, all of it. Like all of those feelings that you have about yourself or just life in general, let it flow out of you, because you doing that will give you the answer to where you need to go in life. I hope that makes sense. So sometimes the thing that you're sad about, the things that you are angry about, will it will put you in the direction that you need to go into, if that makes sense. So ask yourself what makes you sad, and then ask yourself what you can do about it. Like what do you need to do to get there? What do you need to like take the time to do? What do you need to like? Who do you need to be around? Like what environment that you need to be in? Like start putting effort into looking up solutions to whatever you're feeling is. And I'm not telling people to, and I recommend people not to result into doing drugs and stuff like that, because that doesn't really solve anything besides put a band-aid over what your feelings are trying to direct you into, like, you know, because your feelings are just there to navigate you into the right direction that you need to be going in for your higher self, you know. So one of the things I'd tell people is let all your whatever you're feeling, let it out, write it down, do something, and look at it and ask yourself like, what I need to do to um, take whatever state of um, feeling I'm in to a better, or convert it into creating a better version of myself, if that makes sense, authentically. So get in the habit of really feeling whatever you're feeling in the present moment and write it down, and ask yourself, is this something I need to hold on to or let go? Is this something I need to look into to take me to point A, point B, and like our body knows what it needs to do. I think people really sleep on how the fact that our body already knows what it needs to do. Our body knows what uh, our body finds ways to protect ourselves from environments or people or situations, right? And really take the time and ask yourself um, the things that you're, you know, um, feeling, you're going through, makes you upset. Like all of those things that you are experiencing, take the time to really evaluate and learn how to convert that into creativeness. Like turn into create, like whatever, if it's happiness, what is sadness, whatever that makes you, whatever that is, whatever that you don't like about your situation, learn how to turn it into a like learn how to transmute it into something where it makes you better or sharper. You know what I'm saying? So that that you're not always coming across those same feelings over again, and you're learning to learn the lesson from that and move on to the next. Because life, what it really is about, is you learning lessons, and the only way you're gonna learn these lessons is through your feelings and the things that you experience. So take the time to really sit down and really ask yourself what you want and what you desire, and ask yourself what are you, and then write down what you're currently feeling, what you currently want to change. Write down the things you want to happen for you. Write down and really take the time to create the space for you to do that, because a lot of people don't sleep on the fact that they can't do shit about their situation. You can. You just don't know how to do it. And you need to take the time and be honest with yourself and take the time to ask yourself, I don't know where and how, but I'm going to figure out a way. And it's trial and error. Like, you're not gonna get it for the first. You're not gonna get it. The what I'm trying to say. You're not gonna get it right away, but it's over time. Like, as you are living life, ask God, universe, show me when I'm not paying attention. Show me when I'm not fully contextualizing. Show me what I need to do to get me out of the situation. Show me what I need to do to look at it from a different perspective. Show me what I need to do to um, improve, because they will show you, but people are just not willing to listen. Just be open to the truth and see it for what it is, if that makes sense. So you're going through a human experience as a soul. So nothing can destroy you. It's gonna either you allow it to destroy you. What I'm trying to say is, either you allow it to destroy you or you allow it to make it stronger. So you are your own creator of your own life. You and I'm not saying we all choose the situation that we grow up in, but we dictate how we navigate it. We dictate if we want to stay in it or leave. So this is a good time, especially in 2025 and where things are going, to really start questioning your internal world and make it better, and let your emotions, because your emotion is a part of who you are, and plays a big role into your identity as a individual. If I'm trying to word this the right way. I'm gonna say your emotions are a gateway to yourself, yourself of who you authentically are. So whatever you are putting up, and let me tell you something. Life is not gonna get easier if you do nothing about it. It will get harder. So take the time to get comfortable doing uncomfortable things. So when things happen in your life, you know how to adjust. You know how to shift into different different realities. When I mean realities, in the sense of your internal world. So if you know there's people, places, things that are holding you back, really ask yourself, what do I need to do to get out of it? What do I need to start on? And don't focus so much on the time. Focus on you constantly building a repetition and doing it, and figuring out ways to be creative, and looking at life at differently. Because the more you do that, the more you'll look at life as you look at life as a challenge for you to overcome, and rather than it overcoming you, if that makes sense. And you will learn to just be a problem solver. So um and people will come and ask you for things. When you start doing that, people will see, and people will come and ask you for things. And don't be afraid and scared to give people your own ideas and solutions to how you get over things, because you never know, that may help them. So yeah, but really, really take the time to focus your energy into building and creating the life that you want. And it's not going to be easy. I'm going to say that again. It's not going to be easy, but it will teach you how to rely on self, and it will teach you that um that um that the way that it would teach us that we're all not the same. And what I mean by that is um, mentality, because a lot of times we get in the nuance of we perceive people based off the race, ethnicity, nationality, sexuality. We get into all those nuance, and we try to relate to people who are similar to us in the sense of like um, that aspect. But I tell people, remove all that, and you need to align yourself with people think who think and operate in 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 ways that progressively makes them better, not instead of the opposite. If that makes sense. So align yourself with people with morals and values, and who are willing to see you for your humanity first over how you choose to show up. If that makes sense. So you need if you whatever you at are sorry whatever you are at in life right now, you need to. This is the only thing I recommend people. I don't know if society has that a lot, but I don't. But you be the example of leading with your humanity first over than how somebody chooses to show up, because how somebody chooses to show up doesn't affect you. It does not in any way. It doesn't. So start leading with your humanity first, because you never know, that person that you're leading with your humanity first may help you. So start leading with your humanity first. um this world is upside down. It wants people to be against each other when it's supposed to be the other way around. It's supposed to us be helping each other, but that's the point. um but yeah, like, your internal world plays a big role in how you see the physical world. And really start journaling, start drawing up, start um you know creating plans for you to make life work for you instead of the other way around, and be okay at making errors and getting things wrong, okay? And also um be okay with not having a big ego, because the more you don't have a big ego about places, situations, and things, um, you'll be quick to adjust to different challenges and struggles. And I mean struggles, I mean, things that you have a hard time letting go or going through. So don't have a big ego when it comes to a lot of things, because it's just there to teach you a lesson. Like, really, really learn to see whatever obstacle comes your way as a way to make you better, instead of there to ruin you or make you um, miserable. Look at it as a way to make you better and sharper as a person. So I think that's the only thing I gotta say. I think that's all. But one thing I learned from all of this is learning from just the things I experienced and let go and change from was understanding. Hey, stop! Understanding, cat. Understanding how to be happy in my own presence by myself. So just in case anything happens in my life or any shift happens, I know how to be contentful with myself. I know how to be happy with myself. And don't be so hard on yourself, because you don't know everything. So, and that is okay. But be okay with being happy with yourself. Be okay with seeing yourself highly. Like, be okay with finding ways to make yourself happy. And just even in the smallest things. Like, you making food, or you going out for a walk, or like make your life and the things you do enjoy. Like, enjoy the little things that you do in life. Put joy into it, so that when you do those little things become big to you. When those little things that you do, when something big happens, it won't feel like you need to. How am I trying to explain this? The little things that you put joy into, you find enjoyment into, will teach you to put joy in everything that you do. But also, when the big things come and happen in your life, you'll still be okay and contentful, and not feeling like the need that um you need you need the validation of things being big and surprise for you, if that makes sense. So, but I think that's all I have to say for that. But be okay with being misjudged. People don't know nothing about you because they can't read your mind. So, and if they do, if they have a good idea of what you're doing, still don't care. Like, stop caring, because I promise you, they're not worried about you. They're really not. And if they have a problem with you doing what you want to do for yourself, they just let you know you're on the right path. If you see people having a problem with you, what the fuck you're doing, you see them getting upset, you see them getting triggered, you see them being that pressed, like they have to stop their life to come at you and bother you about what the fuck you're doing. That means you're on the right path of what you're doing. You're either on the right path, or you are showing them that it's possible to um, be different and make a way for yourself. So don't take shit personal. A lot of the things that people are projecting is from them. It's from their own internal world that they haven't looked within themselves to like see. Um, if that makes sense, I'll just leave it as that. You know, because a lot of things that people say and do, it comes from their own internal world and how people and what people told them and what they should be and all that other nonsense. So really, really focus on your internal world. That plays a big role in how your external world is going to show up, how it's going to be perceived, how you're going to perceive it, how you perceive people, vice versa, and how you perceive opportunities and challenges. So definitely take your internal world serious, and don't allow nobody to knock you off your fucking square about it. So yeah, I think that's it. So take care.